when cremation became a subject around here, right? Because people didn't used to be cremated. Well, one of my first cremation experiences, any of you from McQuarrie County? Because you might know who I'm talking about. You remember Bill Martinhouse? He was the director of McQuarrie County Funeral Home. Well, this was back in the early 90s, like probably 93. Bill Martinhouse, you probably knew Maxine Waters. Okay, well, you did. Okay. Well, Bill didn't tell at least anybody except his wife that he was going to be cremated. So when I went to the funeral home to pay my respects for Bill, I walked in, and you can imagine, this was before there were cremations up here in Somerset. Bill was cremated, and there was a table up there, and Carrie was standing up by the table and some pictures out, and people were coming in and saying, "Where the heck is he?" I mean, where's he at? You know? And I had this one patient at the time, this lady that wore these beads, all these beads around her neck and all that, and I think her and her husband were the patient at the same time. And she came up to me as I'm about 3 people from Carrie, and she says, "Where's Bill? Where's he at?" And I go, "He's in that jar." Oh gosh, that just tore her up big time. But that was an interesting story, interesting experience. Let me tell you one that is a sort of like I forget the show on TV. Touched by an Angel? Okay, I was in Casey County, and you know what a dove is. And you know, most of the doves that we have, mourning doves, are grayish. Well, this was a white dove. And it sat in this tree, small tree out in the front yard of this family. And the dove would stay there throughout the day. And this went on for 3 or 4 days. I was there when the person died. The dove was still in the tree. And they even tried to shoo it away, and it wouldn't leave. And so the dove's in the tree. Now, I don't know what to me, the dove symbolizes the spirit. And anyway, so they come, and they pick this lady up, and they put her on the gurney, and they wheel her out and put her in the back of the hearse. Back then they were using hearse instead of, you never know what a dead body's in today. Mostly some big SUV or a van. But as they put her in there, the dove began to flutter around, kind of flew around the house a little bit. And then as the hearse went down the driveway, the dove followed it. And it was an amazing sight to me. I think it just symbolized the Holy Spirit's presence. Maybe was in a way there, but it was an amazing thing to see. It was really touching. Now, how about a story about marijuana?
Why not?
Because you all are of the age that, well, I grew up in the 70s, so you know, marijuana was not too big of a deal. But anyway, and this is something that happened to Aretha and I. I was going to church in Jamestown, Kentucky, at a little Nazarene church. I'm ordained Nazarene. And down the road was a fellow we were worried about, living in a trailer. And I had visited him earlier that day, and I noticed roach clips laying out, you know, around this plate. And so ended up, Aretha and I, who's our executive director, we ended up back at the house, and there he was laying there, and he had smoked so much marijuana we had to end up sending him to the hospital. He was pretty well stoned out. I don't think he ever came back home. I got 20 minutes?
No.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We have to be out by 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to shut up here in just a minute.